Okay, and now when buzz and dust is settled about SORA, it's time for us to revisit and see what have we learned. I made some great discovery there, how to create animations, and I want to share this with you. Let's first refresh what we remember, and I will go very fast around this. Just so we remember our UI, on our left side, we have access to our libraries, what we favorite have it, which one we like it. We also have it access to our uploads if you're using images like I used here as a reference images or reference videos. On our top right, we can filter through our videos because collections are getting bigger, and also we can change our layout from the list to the grid and aspect ratio to the square. I do wish they added folders to this, similar to what they have it inside the ChatGPT, but maybe that will be in the future. Okay, and all our special work table, what we can call this, it's at the bottom. It's where we can put it our descriptions, place where we can go and upload videos or photos, or choose from already preloaded I used before, as well where we have options to create and save or use our styles. And that is actually very powerful. It does not reference style, it's actually working from your descriptions, but I will show you shortly how you can do this by yourself and why this will save a lot of time for you. Next to this, we have it our aspect ratio, we have it our speed, and because I'm just on a plus, I'm not on the premium, I have it access only to 720. If you pay $200 a month, you can access to about 1080p render, so it's kind of nice about this. Also next to this, we have at the same time with the plus, you kind of limit it to maximum 10 seconds, and if you render on 720, it will go to 5 seconds a link, so just only how much they assign to you. But of course, if you are premium subscriber, you will have it 20 and 15 seconds, so bigger. Okay, next to this, you have a different amount of versions. You can have 2 or 4 versions to render at the same time. For me, usually one version is enough and I can play around this, but you can specify. Remember, when you select more of those versions, then you can like double your time render because it's how long it will take it. Next to this, you'll notice we have a storyboard. A storyboard will kind of take you to the timeline where you can take all these different films you're creating, or you can have it images and you can insert and create not exactly keyframes. It's not necessarily work as a keyframes, but somewhat. For example, you can add descriptions, and if you have a descriptions, for example, a red ball, I will show you a bit later, and you can say deflating, inflating, so it will go from those moments and perform actions. You cannot have it very complex actions because it's just not enough time. 5 seconds or 10 seconds, it's very short time to do this. As well, you can here perform additional options like you can loop your video, you can extend or do other things, but it's all limited to 10 seconds, so sometimes you will need it actually trim your video. Well, we'll go back and I'll show you how we can do this. Okay, let's go right now back to our main screen and let's create something. I'm going to create a very simple prompt where it says my prompt will be young white male working in old style computers, large printer. Okay, I think that will work. 16 by 9. I think that is good. We'll go just click render. You'll notice on the top it says add to relax queue. So this is actually nice options they added to this SORA because originally you have only so many credits you can use it, and after you need to wait till next month. However, they added option because how to say dust, dust and buzz, all this settle, less people using, they have it more power, so now you can use it, but it's in relax mode, so it's meaning it's a slower, like on low priority. Similar if you ever use it mid-journey, relax mode there. You can also render only one video at a time with a relax mode, but you can create, if you have 2-3 copies, then it will kind of queue them and process one after another. After a short wait, our video is completed and we can preview. Notice as we bring our mouse, we can scroll and preview video, which is kind of save a lot of time. Of course, we can click on this video and watch in full screen. And then notice It's very good resolution for, I think it's 720. I need now go and verify what resolution I put it. It does very good. If you need upscale, I would recommend use a Topaz Video. I'll put it link down below. It's make very good job on upscale your videos. Overall, I noticed Sora do very well about this kind of photography type of the images. If you try to create something more imaginative, like for example Squid who photo shoots selfies on the street, it does not work very well. Well, let's experiment and I'll show you what I was meaning. For example, we'll go here and let's say octopus taking selfies middle of the New York street. I think that should work, okay, except with my beautiful spelling. I'm just going ahead and fix it. There you go. Okay, I'm on a 420. Yes, I'm on a low resolution, which actually still produce quite a bit nice, and I'm on a 10 seconds. Let me put down to 5 seconds just for the test to see how it's work, and let's render this. Okay, there is completed. We can go preview, and you can see right here, it's not necessary to take selfies, but at least it's nice looking octopus on the middle of New York, which is done not bad at all, except that does not work well with action. And here's one of the tip I found out it's work better if you describe your video in these portions, the subject, scene, and action. So for example, we have it Balloon Man. I don't know what is Balloon Man, and we'll just create it. Okay, middle of the field, and next we have an action. It is will be what we can do, jumping. Very simple, something maybe not balloon me. Let's go says something neat, funny. Put it like a clown. Who does not like clowns? Yeah, there you go, clown. The red nose. There you go. So we'll just create something, but what I found out, if you have a subject, scene, and action, it's actually work very well in this, and it's probably how the neural interface, how they work, how they clip decoding text and putting all of this together. Okay, we're done. Here we can preview, and there, see, we have it nicely jumping. Our clown going up and down, so it's not bad done. I saw a few there kind of AI-ish things, but it does not bad. So same right here, you can see we have it like, for example, the crawling slug did very good job on render. Sometimes slug can mutate it, like for example in this video you can see slug have it front and back. It does not really work, but we can go back and we can readjust our prompt. And speaking about readjusting or working with this, let's look closer. You see on the bottom right here, as we preview, we have an edit prompt, view story, recut, remix, and additional. Well, let's go back to our octopus, because I know it's a low resolution. It is a 5. Let's see what we can do. First, edit prompt. It should be straightforward. We have the same prompt. We can go ahead and render. And it's actually very nice for you to experiment. For example, we can say description of our character, like blue octopus taking selfies on their phone. Maybe we need specify in the middle of New York. Well, how I say before, the action we want to put on the back, so let's go ahead right there. We'll just copy, remove this, and we'll see what is a different will be. Yes, I know I put it cell phone, but general, well, just repositioning. And let's go ahead and put this in render. As it's rendering on background, let's see what else we have here. We also have it view our story, and this will take the prompt that creating and put it on our timeline. Right here you can see as you're moving around, you'll notice you have it pluses where you can click and add additional story, or you can also upload it image if you want it. So you don't necessarily need to have a text, you also can have it image. But notice right there, it's actually take descriptions, adjust these descriptions here, And we can also upload our image if we need it, or just describe, for example, curl in the ball. I don't know, not very creative, but right here we can see we readjust on watch second, for example, from 0 to 1 on 1 to 2 seconds. It's happening this scene. Next, right here it says change pause, so we can say let's go even bring closer because I want a little bit faster. Then he changing pause, and right at the end, maybe after 3 seconds, he does some other actions. You can notice, as I said before, 5 seconds, it's not very long for the action. It's a 1 and 2 and 3. So it's a 10 seconds will give you a little bit better with action, but it's still, I wish it was a little bit longer. But again, you need to pay money if you want to do this. Okay, when we're done with this, you have it on the bottom, your settings, our aspect ratio, vertical, horizontal, or square. We have it our resolution, which will keep it 5 seconds. If we change 5 seconds, you'll notice right here we also have it our timeline change as well. But we're going back to our 5 seconds. We have it one version. We have it a no style selected, and I think that is good. We can create. Notice this is descriptions or images. If you want it, it can play a role as a keyframe. For example, if you have it some photos you took it and you took it in sequence, like for example, photo of you doing this, this, and that, you can put it, and this is will create those frames between the images. Okay, I think it's creating there. We can go back now. Let's close it, our screen. We go to discard changes. I think it should be already rendered. We exit here, and this is our blue octopus. You can see it's actually have its cell phones, yeah, because it's there, it's putting. But now we'll have it with action on selfie, and you can see how much different. So instead, same, just holding cell phone in his face and look around. When we put it action in the back, it's actually going and perform that action. You can see it's taking its selfies. Okay, now we also did our adjustment. Remember with timeline, where is it creating, and right here should be crawling the ball, and not enough time. So we usually need to have it a little bit more. What I found, it's better if you have it maybe 1-2 actions per 5 seconds. This is probably about maximum. You want beginning actions, and you don't want to put it action on an end. You want to put it maybe like on a second. Second. I think it's good. It'll go second, so you can put it, or a third second, you can put it the action closer to there. So give it enough time to morph to adjust. Otherwise, you can see like it was on the end, turn to the ball. It's just not enough time to do this. Okay, if you need some inspirational and see how other people do prompts, you can always click on a feature, and the feature will open for you what other people done, kind of what they're selecting. You can preview and also click and look on the prompts. For example, we go right there, prompt my future, very easy prompt, but generally give you ideas. Also, you can preview on some public reasons, and that is bring us to the point here. If you can see reasons other people, it means other people can see your work. Even ChatGPT have it sensor kind of look, same as, for example, your SORA, because it's based on this text. But keep it in mind, if you have some personal, some information with photos that you maybe uploaded and you don't want people to see those photos, you maybe want to avoid, and primarily if you have some text, because text sometimes will leak through the photos and will display it. So just keep this in mind as you're creating. Okay, let's go back to our videos. So we'll go right here to all of my videos, and I want to show you a couple things before we jump. The one right here, you can see it is creating animations with actually, like right there, it did not bad job. It did actually a very good job, and the image was I did it prompt in the style, like Bob's Burgers or kind of animations, Simpsons, kind of in this type of style. Well, as we're touching the styles, let's look how we can actually use them and create it. First, we need to describe our video if we want to create. After describing, we can click down and select all different type of the animation. For example, let's say chicken. Oops, let me click here. Chicken. Well, you know what? Let's make chicken out of clay. Yes. Out of clay. In the middle of the road. Crossing the road. There you go. Now we'll find why our chicken crossed the road and why he crossing. So when we have it none, Bob's, it's what I created. We also have it like nor. Okay, let's try nor. And we'll go click. And this will apply style. Interesting things about applying style, because originally I thought it's maybe work like a LoRa, if you're familiar with this, when take output result and apply it. It did not, so then I says maybe they add like some stylizations in another text prompt edition. So it's meaning you have a prompt and it just add a special ending. You maybe saw some of the stable diffusion or other things doing this way. No, it's actually work a little bit different. It's actually work more with a language model. It does not work style, but it's apply your descriptions to style to change to modify your descriptions actually to fair bit fit inside there. Okay, right here we have it, and you can see poor clay. It's actually survived. It's without running anybody, and you can see it's a black and white, so it's applied this one. Well, if you want to create your style, you kind of need describe. For example, let's create one. We'll click on this, and we'll have it one. Okay, we'll go to manage. And in the manage, you can see we have it several of them. I have some animations already done, and if I don't like it, I can go ahead and remove them, or we can add a new. So let's add new, and we'll just call it oil painting. Next, it's here we need to describe what it is. We can also take uploaded image, or we can upload it reference video. And it's actually will look on the style and apply it, which is kind of nice, because if you have the oil painting, you like it, you can upload it and it will extract descriptions of the style. But we also can do here, we can say traditional oil painting with the visible brush strokes. Resemble 18th century, 19th century, and it is a lot of misspelling, of course, here, but we'll fix it then. Okay, expel 19th century and the style of the oil painters. I think like this. We can also describe like pastel colors or a bold. Let's go put it bold colors. And it's about all what we need to do. We just need it make descriptions or upload it, and you can have save. So now if we're going done, and let's do right here, we're going and have it of the Snow Princess sitting on the throne. There you go. Like this, we can go select, and let's go check our oil painting. I'll just be sure right here you can see oil painting selected, and we can go ahead and start rendering this one. Okay, so done rendering. Notice sometimes it's common, says, hey, help us improve it, select which one. It does not have an animation. It's actually problem I found out with oil painting or any painting when you said it does not animate character inside. It will animate as a look, but right here it's a zoom out. I did like oil painting before, and it does exactly the same. You look like a shape in the water, I can show you, and it's look just the moving, panning around. It does not animate a character inside. So for that, for the style, we actually need it in form like what camera you're using, if anything moving inside. So kind of needed tell this. Well, let me show you some another cool options inside the SORA, which is make it very powerful tool. Well, we still render animations, and the problem with the rendering animations, sometimes you like what's happening, but for example, right here, I don't like when it's jump to the close up on this. So what we can do, we have it options, we can recut, and recut happen by adjusting to the point, or you can actually cut or move it, but I'm going towards right there because I do like it, this scenery, and I like animations, but I don't like when SORA jump to close up. It just does not fit with what I wanted. So what I did, I readjust my timeline in our advanced editor, and after this I'm just going click create, and you can see after time it's completed, and it's remove the options and add additional animations. Well, you know what, I kind of like this animations, but I wish it was looped, so I can put it like maybe animated GIF. And for this, down below we have additional options called loop. Let's open this, and it's open special interface where we can create. Notice what we have here, we have options that we can readjust to going to specific moments. For example, I maybe want to go like right here and loop it from there. Next, we have a different type of loops. Short, if it's not big changes, you can go with a short, it's only 2 seconds. Normal 4 seconds, and long up to 6. Sometimes if it's long, it means it will take more frames to render between them, but problem is you need cut. You have your limitation. For example, it says 6 seconds you need it. So it's meaning my animations right there between, it's need to be 4 seconds. So it's meaning I need to go and select kind of minimum on this. So I can go right there, I think, select like these two animations. That should work. Okay, and I'll just select normal loop. Let's go 2 versions. We'll click loop creating. Right now it's, you can see add relax quant queue, but if you have it not enough time for them to loop, it's actual comment says please readjust your time. If that is happening, you need to give it a little bit more time on selections to allow AI kind of override, because we are still limited to our 10 seconds or 5 seconds. Well, in this case mostly it will be 10 seconds. I go to max, but it is kind of limited to that, and you need to work around that time limitation. Okay, and now it's completed. Notice I select, remember, 2 of them, and we can preview how the loops is working. There's an animation on the box. If you look right there, you see the animation of the box is going and creating new box. So this is nice looping, same like these animations. Of course, you can select which one you like it best from both of these animations. And of course, it is going with a kind of cell animated type, so the motion's a little bit funny going around. But we can preview both of them. I think it does very good, and it is definitely seamless. When you create photorealistic elements, you will notice seamless work maybe even better, but even in this case, it does a very good job. You do have 2 versions. They can keep it and maybe used in the future. Okay, let's go ahead. Click right there. And if I like it, I can click, go ahead to download. We'll go click download. And you can select animated GIF or video, wherever you like it. In many cases, if I put it on fun social media for my friends, I can just create animated GIF and put it there. Let's have fun with that. Okay, let me show you another options we have here. Yes, it's sort of have a lot of very cool stuff. And for this, we'll just go ahead, let's select this file, and we'll have it remix or blend. Well, a remix, it allowed us to change some small details. For example, I like these animations, I like everything, but I think maybe I should add something on a background, and maybe says add small nickel fly made out of the gears sitting on the wall. Just like this, we'll just add, and notice I don't need to modify anything else. We have it 2 versions right here, and just click remix. This is actually take your video and will change those elements that you specify, which is allowed kind of nicely to readjust and retweak if you like everything, but just like one small element just does not fit it. So this is best way to do it. By the way, if you're interested about this image, it is about border collies because I love them and they're one of the smartest dogs, and to the point they can build destroyer robot. Okay, and here our result. It did not take a style because I removed my stylization, but it does add similar video, and you can see right here fly, mechanical fly on the back, so it's version number 1. And this is another version, same, they build the robots, the dogs. I won't say it is make precision work with cell animations because I need the reference style as well for this if I want to do it, but it did nicely try to adjust. I noticed a lot of time the SORA work excellent with photorealism, but anytime when you try to create some cartoonishy or other things, it's a little bit struggle. I think it's have some limitations on the database what is was on data or model was trained on. And I want to share with you one more cool features, and it is blending. Blending allows us to take 2 different videos and blend between them. For example, right here we have aliens who invaded our Earth. We go click blend, and as we're going, it's click on this, you'll notice have it upload video that we have it, or choose from library. I will just choose one from library, and I'm going to choose right here. I'll go choose those aliens who already walking on a planet. And as we're going back and forward, you can preview that we have it here, and we'll just leave it curve. It's how much one will influence another, and you can switch them. They can move up and down right here. We can also adjust them, but we'll leave it as default. And also we have a transitional blend mix when it's merged 2 clips together, custom, so it's all additional. I will just leave it as traditional. It's meaning it will smooth blend from one to another. With the mix, you can have it much more fun. You can have it like flower and bee and mix together those, or some other stuff. Those is, but because the mix, they can produce a little bit random results. Sometimes it will happen good, sometimes it's not good. Okay, let's go ahead and click blend, and right there we'll just wait a second till it's finished creating. And here we have our transitional blending. You'll notice in some cases the blend like elements flying, so the blending styles. Of course, the mix blending will give it more interesting blend than just simple transitional blend. In the end, what I can say, I actually like better SORA than before. First time when I start playing, I did not know what to do, rush it, create a lot of these different animations, and I was a little bit disappointed because animation is not what I expect, but it's probably was a lack of understanding what applications can do, how prompt work. General, it is, if you have it plus version for the ChatGPT, you will have it for free access to this. It's definitely a good addition. Can it evolve more? Definitely. But they already have a lot of interesting tools that allow you to tweak your video, adjust, refine, make it a little bit better, which is creating more towards what you wanted. General, I will say I will actually upgrade my ratings for the SORA now from to something decent and useful applications. But let me know what you think. If you have a chance play with SORA, what you found, do you work good, bad, or just general, what are you thinking about this? Let me know. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.